Merry Christmas Eve! So, if you don't celebrate Christmas, you can continue to watch and learn about my holiday traditions if you care to, or you can just skip this video. First of all, I had to be festive for this video. I absolutely love these leggings. They're amazing. Thank you, Vito. And then this was from the Disney store, of course, and they just actually match perfect. So this video is holiday traditions, Christmas traditions. I'm gonna kind of tell you about like what I do with my friends and family. As some of you know, I'm actually French. I know I don't have an accent, but both my parents were French. So I have a lot of those traditions that I bring into my holiday traditions. But I did grow up in the States. So obviously I celebrate, the stuff here too. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you that. And I'll also kind of throw in some of my decor so you can see how I decorate. As you can see behind me is my beautiful tree that I'm super excited about. It is my Renaissance Christmas tree. And a lot of you have been asking where I got my tree from. It is from frontgate.com. So I actually got a lot of my Christmas decorations from Frontgate. I got all my garlands and my swags, and a couple of my giant yard ornaments are actually from there as well. So I absolutely love Frontgate. They've got really cute stuff. So Christmas traditions. Every year I usually have some sort of ugly Christmas sweater, party, dinner, whatever. This year I didn't get to do that. I don't know. This might be too cute to be considered ugly, but that's a personal opinion. But it's very fun, and I've accumulated quite a lot of fun sweaters over the years. That's definitely something that I missed this year. Hopefully I'll be back next year. Because that's a fun little tradition I do with my friends, not so much my family. I am a firm believer in one holiday at a time. My Christmas decor does not go up until the day after Thanksgiving. However, my light people had a different idea this year. My light people showed up, I think it was on November 2nd or 3rd, and I was like, they had already started working and somehow I didn't hear them. And I walked out, and like there's like lights going up on my tree in my front yard, and I'm like, what are you doing here? And they're like, we're putting up your Christmas lights. And I was like, already? I was like, it's too soon. And they were like, well, you don't have to turn them on. And I was like, well, yeah, duh. But so it was a little unnerving to me to have all my fall decorations out and then have this red and silver garland with my, orange fall stuff. But anyways, enough about that. It was funny. I can laugh about it now. I wasn't happy that day. But I love my lights. They did an amazing job. So that's my big thing is, one holiday at a time. So obviously Thanksgiving is a holiday that I started celebrating here that I like Thanksgiving. It's fun. This year was a little strange too, but we've already talked about Thanksgiving. So now we're going to talk about Christmas. Who's excited about Christmas tomorrow? Do you think you're going to be on the naughty or nice list? Somehow I've already made the nice list, and I know this because there is a blue Tiffany bag staring at me, and it's been staring at me all week, and it's driving me crazy because I'm not allowed to open it yet. So we have rules about gifts. We have in our family, we have the friend and family gifts, and then we have the Santa gifts. So Santa has his own special wrapping paper, and everyone's gifts are in that paper. And then friends and family, we use a variety. So that's how we do it in my house. And then we open one gift on Christmas Eve. Obviously not a Santa gift because those aren't there yet. But you're allowed to open one friend or family gift that's already under the tree on Christmas Eve. And that is honestly something that my dad let me start because I used to whine and cry about wanting to open one of the gifts that was already on the tree. And my mom's like, no, we have to wait until Christmas. But my dad would be like, oh, just let her open one gift. So it kind of stayed, and it is now something that I still do to this day. So that is one of my little traditions. So Christmas Eve is technically, I mean, yes, for kids, Christmas is important because of the gifts. But in France, like Christmas Eve is more of our big dinner than like Christmas Day, unlike the States. Like Christmas Eve is when you usually have all your family over and you have like a big meal. And it's a little bit different than what you would eat in America. We don't do like turkey and ham. We do like duck confit and foie gras and stuff like that. This year we're switching up our menu. We're not doing foie gras this year. We're doing caviar and smoked salmon. We're actually going to have lobster for Christmas this year. We are doing the bûche de Noël, which is the traditional log cake. It is one of my favorites. I shouldn't say I don't ever make it. I made it one year and it was amazing, but it took so long. But I have to say, if you ever want to make your own traditional bûche de Noël, Google Martha Stewart, and hers was amazing. Even the decorations were very traditional with like the meringue, little champignon and all that. It was amazing. It's probably one of my favorite ones. But this year is store-bought, and I'm trying a new place that was recommended by some other French friends that live in the city. So fingers crossed. We also, we drink champagne and wine. Yeah, that's what we do. Ooh, one of my favorite dishes, we do le gratin dauphinois, which is like a scalloped potato, kind of. And then if you're like in the south of France, they do like tons of desserts. We just do the bûche de Noël. So one of the differences, I have to say, I keep jumping around because my mind's like thinking about all the different things. But one of the main differences between France and America is America hangs up stockings. And in France, we do like slippers or shoes under the fireplace. We actually do both in my house, as you can see. And the reason I do both is because I like to keep both of those traditions alive. So that's a fun little thing. I was raised Catholic, so I celebrate King's Day, so we do La Galette des Rois. And I am sorry, but the one from like Louisiana with all that colored powdered sugar sucks. Like, I'm sorry, it's awful. The traditional French one is so much better tasting. If you've never had the King's Day cake, like that kind, you should try it. It's not nearly as sweet and as like artificial tasting. It's a lot more organic, and I personally think it tastes a lot better. But okay, so I have to specify, I just realized I didn't specify. So King's Day, La Galette des Rois is what y'all would call Epiphany here. So Three Kings Day happens on January 6th. So La Fête des Rois, Epiphany, all that. So that is when you start eating La Galette des Rois. So like you invite friends over and you have the King's Day cake, which has La Fève inside. And it used to be like a baby Jesus statuette, but it can be other things. And then whoever gets it has to buy the cake the next day and invite people over and so on and so forth. And it goes throughout Epiphany. So we don't do it to that extent now that we're in the States. We just do it on the day of. But it is a tradition that I enjoy, and the cake is amazing. Like I said, if you haven't tried it, you should try it this year. It is not too late to order. So obviously in the States you have Santa Claus. In France we have Le Père Noël. Same, he's jolly. He's dresses in red. He comes down the chimney. He fills your stockings, or in France your shoes or slippers with little stuff, and then the presents around the tree. So when I was growing up, my mom would make us go to midnight mass because I was raised Catholic. I have not done midnight mass, and I couldn't tell you how long. We don't do it anymore. So that's something that I don't really do, I don't do anymore. I just remember it being very long as a child and being like, oh my goodness, when is this going to be over? Not saying that I don't believe in Sunday, not to me, but it's just too much for me. Luckily, my dad and I were able to talk my mom out of stopping that. So that is one tradition I don't do anymore. I will admit, I don't go to church. I don't do the church thing. All of my spiritual needs I do on my own. And I'm more of a bettering yourself and just treating everyone how you want. And I don't really believe in a book or in something. I just believe in putting good energy out there, and it comes back to you. So I did keep some of my traditional, like I have my creche, which you call the nativity scene here. So I have that. I actually also have one on my yard in my Noel sign. And so yeah, those are my main traditions. I guess I've explained that we have the Santa gifts and the family gifts. So those are pretty much it. Christmas for us is you wake up, you open your gifts, and then we try to get outdoors and do something fun as a family. Whether it's like going to a park or going somewhere outside or going like hiking together. We try to just do like something fun and enjoy being outside together. But yeah, other than opening presents, like Christmas Day is more just like relaxing and enjoying time with family for us. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed this little Christmas Eve video, just to give you a little taste of how I celebrate Christmas with my family and friends. And I would like to hear if you have similar or completely different traditions. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, what do you celebrate? Comment down below and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And next time I see you, it will be the last day of 2020. Bye.